I'm on my period. I'm turning into a wolf this month.
Who will take care of the kids? Hi, I'm Jessa.
I'm Alex.
And this is Jessa and Alex Rank
Datable Harry Potter characters. If you have been following our Datable series, you know the drill by now. We picked 5 characters that we personally think are dateable. We'll discuss with each other who of these 5 each should go on to round 2, and then we will decide ultimately a top 3 Harry Potter dateable list. So, Jessa, why don't you start?
I am going to pitch for you our number 1 Harry Potter himbo, Vic Crumb.
Oh, yeah. Talk to me more about that. I agree, but talk to me more about that.
I love a hot, sweet man who is not threatened by a bold and intelligent woman, who admires her for her mind, who can still get out there and sports hard. You know, he's confident in himself. And even later, he sees Hermione once she's moved on with her life. He's not toxic about it. He's kind, he's gentle about it.
He respects it.
He does.
I'm happy to move Crumb over to the next round. I would love to be dating a Quidditch star, my dear friend, Ginny Weasley. If you're watching this and you're only a movies fan, I need you to go on this journey with me about Ginny, all right? She has her friend Luna's back, okay? She doesn't let Harry take her shit. She doesn't let her brothers take her shit. And when her... I'm sorry, I love the Weasley family, but kind of sexist family was like, oh, all the boys are allowed to play Quidditch and you don't get to play with us, little sis. She snuck a broom, practiced by herself, and then she's the only one in that family who ended up playing professional Quidditch. Everything's fine. I just need to calm down.
I have to say, Jenny, not on my list. Movie Jenny does cast a long, bland shadow, but you're right, she is fabulous in the book. And I know that she means a lot to you. So I am more than happy to pass Ginny through to round 2. My next person that I am going to out there, I'm going to stay in the family. And I'm going to say, this counts as 1. My dear Fred and George.
I agree.
They're hilarious, great sense of humor. They're sassy. They're genuinely brilliant.
You watch them mature a lot. Yeah. And I was really thinking about them, obviously, when we were doing Lord of the Rings and speaking about Merry and Pip, because there are certain similarities there, let's just say. But I do think Forge, when they start their own business and they go off to like help with the order and stuff like that, they take it seriously and we want an active role in this.
Right.
Let us do our part. And they're, like you said, brilliant.
Yeah.
They've invented like all of that stuff. They've changed magic.
Like stealth as brilliant as Hermione. My one drawback with them would be I don't like being the butt of a joke. I don't mind like hijinks, mischief, great. But the first time like a joke is done at my expense, no.
Fred and George, Forge, if you will, I think we've agreed, can go right along. My next person is Professor Rj Lupin. He's a hot professor and he's a werewolf, which should be in the negative quality, but for me, it's a lot of danger that I love. He's great with Harry. He's a responsible like nerd who like doesn't mind to be in pranks with the Marauders. Negatives. I don't like his behavior in the 7th book. Okay? I don't like that he tries to abandon the girl Tonks after she has a baby.
And my feeling with that is we're not marrying. We're just dating. So we shouldn't run up against those big ticket issues that he's dealing with. Lupin was also on my list. I think he's kind, which is nice. He's like very steady and grounded. I don't really go for like flightiness, you know, and this is someone who can make a lesson plan. He's like, one of maybe two decent teachers that we ever hear about in Hogwarts.
Such a good teacher. I'm so into that. I don't know what it is
being
about
good at your job is hot. As for his little furry problem, as long as he takes the proper medication, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, who amongst us does not have issues that need management in order for us to live happy and fulfilled lives? None of us. Anyway, I think we're in agreement. Obviously, Lupin, you're through. Okay, my next person, staying with the same profession. We love a school teacher. I'm gonna go for one, Minerva Mcgonagall. Listen, I love a stern woman. For all that I have like the most infamous jokers on my list, I also like somebody who takes no shit. I think that's very attractive. I like that she does have this funny little weakness, though, of being really into sports. I'm not a sports person, but I think it's cute on her.
I think it's adorable on her because she also will break the rules for sports.
Yeah, for all she's, tough and stern for the kids, she also will instigate a little chaos because she hates someone. And that's good. I love that for her. I like her idea of a date is going to be, you can sit in my office while I grade papers. That's fine.
Into it.
Are we sending McGonagall through?
Yeah. I'm so sad to put this person out because I think there's no way you'll accept him because we have so many people going through to round 2. But I would not be myself if I did not put Sirius Black on my list. That's what you're gonna say. I love him to bits and pieces. He has been through a lot, and while he still doesn't like racist assholes, is still a bully to one specific racist asshole, that bully is in fact a racist asshole. So, do we care?
He's also an irresponsible guardian.
How?
To the child. How? Them like their same age peers and encourages him to get into all kinds of shenanigans and turns him against the other adults in his life.
I disagree. I want an example of when he encourages Harry to do anything that is dangerous.
He's agitating Harry against the rules that the Order has set up for him because, again, he treats Harry like Harry is his father and they're schoolboys running around, where the responsible parent guardian response is like Mrs. Weasley, who says, no, he is a child, he has no business being involved with it.
Ooh, this is fascinating. I actually fundamentally disagree with that. In the Mrs. Weasley Sirius debate, I am on Team Sirius because what Mrs. Weasley is perpetuating is a Dumbledore narrative of let's not tell Harry any information until we need him to literally save the day at the end. So Sirius is like, Voldemort is after Harry. We want Harry to do all these things, but we don't want to give Harry any information. So we need to. His first, move is to ask the Order to tell Harry. And that's when him and Mrs. Weasley get into it at the dinner table. And when Lynn has to say, Sirius, calm down. And then Lupin tells Mrs. Weasley, I think we need to tell Harry some things. Maybe not as much as Sirius wants to, but we need to tell him some things. And then Sirius only tells Harry what he needs to know, which was approved by the Order officially. All of this to say, as much as I want to be the person that could fix Sirius, we know that person already exists, and that is Remus Lupin, and that is why Remus is on our list, and why Sirius has to go.
Sorry, Sirius.
Bye-bye.
When you're having a good day, hang.
Flew me.
My final entry is Hermione Granger. We have a type. 2 of our 3 videos so far, we passed straight through hyper competent woman. Look, she's brilliant. She's only person who saves the day. She's focused. She cares about social issues in this new world of hers. My one drawback with Hermione is I do wonder, because I feel like we're going to be a very competitive couple, I do if we'll just be exhausting. Maybe not to each other, but maybe we will have no friends because it's just the 2 of us, like, passive aggressively competing with each other all the time. I do worry about that.
I will say, and I might get a lot of hate for this. I personally don't think Hermione and I are a good match for dating. I adore her. So I'm not like not put her through. It's Hermione Granger. She's an instant marry. Anyone would be so lucky. Right. I don't think Hermione is the person that's gonna like get drunk at talk movies with me. And that's totally fine.
Well, I don't think we should automatically pass her through though to the third round, because I think those are solid points and that's worth discussing.
I think we would make great best friends. Truly, I do.
Listen, I think that's 100% fair. I think we can acknowledge that she is the best one, but if one of us doesn't find her personally dateable, she can't be on our most dateable Harry Potter list. I'm afraid.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened. Our top 5 going into round 2 are Forge, Sir Minerva McGonagall, Victor Crumb, Professor Rj Lupin, and Jenny Weasley.
Do we need to delete Fred? McGonagall is definitely very career focused. And do you think it would be hard to be like, Minerva, we're going down to the pub? I'm not saying it would be impossible to date her, but I do think it would be difficult. I think you're going to have to work at it a lot.
I don't know if I could date her in a non-Hogwarts situation. Like, unless I was either another young professor working there, or like I couldn't be like someone who worked outside of Hogwarts trying to date headmistress McGonagall. Right,
because you definitely have to live in the village, and you have to have like privileges to be on the grounds constantly.
Yeah.
Minerva,
this is sad.
I just hope that you and Sprout are meeting up every evening. We're down to 4 people, which means we only have to lose 1. I know for sure that Jenny is too important to you to not make it into the top 3. And I have no issues with that. She's great. She's fierce. Well, I'm going to be honest. I think we have to lose Crumb.
And it's not out of lack of dateability, because he, I think, is one of the most actually dateable people on the list. But we don't really know a lot about Crumb.
Yeah.
Bulgarian bonbon Victor Crumb. Bye-bye. Accio, our final list. Lupin, George Weasley, and Ginny Weasley. But not together. That would be weird. Alrighty, well, that's our list. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and have a magical day. Bye.
Bye. Of the top 3, I can't.
Why can't you do a 3 with your fingers?
I don't know what's wrong with my hand.